sharp games. E5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. You overlooked an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center. You missed an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. They missed a chance to attack a pawn chain, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This move pins your knight to your king, restricting its movement. Your opening setup's taking shape nicely. They chose kingside castling, getting their king out of. You overlooked an opportunity to develop a bishop by placing it on the long diagonal. Your opponent is putting pressure on your pawn chain. You trade off equal material. They exchange pieces of equal value. You permitted the opponent to win a pawn by removing a key defender. Your pawn is left vulnerable after your opponent removed its defender. You recaptured. They overlooked an opportunity to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. You found a safer square for your bishop. This move puts their rook on a safer square. This move activates your knight to strengthen control over the center. This is a fair trade. You recapture the piece. This move puts their pawn on a safer square. Not the best move, but not bad either. That's not a mistake, but they did not find. You allowed the opponent to eventually win a pawn. Your opponent's move wins your pawn. You permitted the opponent to win material by pinning a piece. They missed a chance to win material by pinning a piece. Ouch, you left your pawn hanging. They missed a chance to capture a free pawn. You've added an extra layer of protection to your pawn. They kick your queen with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. This moves your queen to a safer square. Their piece is now in a more active square. You've secured your king on the same side as your opponent, a solid strategy. This move left their pawn hanging. You won a pawn for free. They've made a mistake and their pawn is now lost. Past pawns have a clear path to promotion. Takes back. A logical capture. They attacked your knight, gaining time as it must move away. A good choice to move your threatened knight. They made one of the top moves in this position. Good job defending that pawn. They created luft, ensuring their king has a safe square if needed. Well done, an excellent move. They are threatening to capture a pawn and win material. You prevented your opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. I like their choice. This move challenges their rook for control of the file. They move the rook to safety. They exchange pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. Defending their hanging pawn. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square. Moving their threatened knight to safety. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. A correct move to get their knight out of harm's way. Good thinking. This move puts your decent move, but they had a better one. You offered your opponent an opportunity to exchange pieces of equal value. Their knight moved to a blockade square, stopping your. A good choice to move your threatened rook. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. Very good choice. They kick your knight with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. This move puts their rook on a safer square. That pawn was yours for the taking. They played one of the best moves here. This blocks an attack on your pawn.